Hello friends, my name is Liv and I am the channel for the Divine Guide Collective known as Ineya. Ineya is a small group of high-level guides here to provide you clarity, wisdom, healing, growth, love, and so much more. For today's reading, we are going to be keeping it pretty general and really just opening up space for Ineya to talk about whatever they're interested in speaking about. However, if you do have topics of conversation, interests, or even questions that you would hope to have answered, please go ahead and leave those in the comments down below and we will do our best to go ahead and read those for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a channeled message from Ineya. Good evening, good morning, or good day whenever you are tuning into this. We are Ineya. We look so forward to communicating and talking with you today. For today, we would like to talk about something that is currently personal for Liv, and something that we think she could benefit from hearing greatly. Today, we would like to talk about grief. When someone from the physical worlds passes on in your terminology, it is very common for you humans to focus on the grief, the loss and the sadness for what was. And while we do not discourage you from that because we know it is what makes you feel better, we encourage you to have a different perspective. We are so much more than the flesh and blood and bones that hold your soul. The flesh and blood and bones that hold your soul, that is your body. That is your earthly presence. But you expand far beyond what is here of this earth. Your soul is transcendent. Your soul is emergent. Your soul continues on. When you transition from this world into the non-physical world, or when someone you love transitions from this world to the non-physical world, we understand that you view it as a loss. What we're trying to show you is that you are not losing, you are gaining. When someone transitions back to their non-physical, when they re-emerge to their non-physical, they are now their complete self, not tied down to any physical ailments, any physical harm, anything that might be holding them back here on this earth. When you re-emerge from the physical to the non-physical, you are at your highest point of self, your highest self, your most aligned. You leave behind all of the earthly ego. You leave behind the fear, the need to prove, the need to please, the need to be, and you just allow yourself to be as you are. You allow yourself to be free and comfortable, happy and at ease, explorative, creative, expansive. Liv recently lost someone she loved so dearly, and it was her first time experiencing a death in this world of someone so close to her. As we're speaking of this, the emotions are rising in her heart, the pain is coming through, but we try to encourage her and help her see that yes, someone here is no longer, but what you gained is so beautiful. Because what you gained is a guide, a friend, an all-knowing present that is now their complete self, without pain, without sorrow, without physical ailment. They are free. We hope you to see that when you transition from the non-physical, when you transition from the physical to the non-physical, you are free. When someone you love is no longer here on this earth, they are not gone. They are right here with you. We are so much more. We and you are so much more than what is bound by the physical vessels you live in. Your souls are transcendent, your souls are ever present, your souls are ever growing, expanding, and changing. Liv is able to still connect with this person because she believes now, and she sees now that they are never gone. In fact, they are more here than they were before because now they are not in pain. Now they are not in suffering. Now they are just love. They are only love. She can feel them. She can hear them. She can connect with them. Not, of course, in the way you did here while they were on earth, of course. In a new way. We encourage you to understand that when someone re-emerges into the non-physical, you have the opportunity to build a new relationship now. A new relationship with a spirit that is so love, that is so happy, that is not bound by the physical constructs of this earth no longer. You are closing the chapter of one, but opening a brand new book, full of new revelations, new relationships, new discoveries with you and that spirit. We encourage you to, of course, allow yourself to have all the emotions you will when someone you love so dearly re-emerges into the non-physical. But also allow yourself the excitement of a brand new friendship, of a brand new relationship that is now becoming with that same soul, but now uninhibited. That same one you loved and you knew here on this earth, but now free. That same one you loved and adored here in their physical body, and now at peace, at love, uninhibited. It's truly beautiful when you can see that there is really no reason to fear death, because death is not an ending of something, but rather the beginning of something. The beginning of a new connection, the beginning of a new generation, the beginning of a new era, the beginning of a new level of growth for you or whoever it is that is passing on, passing through more likely. If you wish to feel the loved one who has recently re-emerged, just call to them. They are always here, they are always around you. A soul is transcendent, so much more beyond your physical body. Your soul is expansive, ever-changing, ever-growing, and so is theirs. So they are still here, like I said, just not bound, right? So if you wish to hear from them, call out to them. Olivia was going on a walk with her wife, and they decided to call out to this loved one. And right away, a gorgeous, massive, humongous yellow butterfly circled all around them, time and time again, making sure to be noticed, making sure to be seen. Olivia knew in that moment that her request to speak was heard. Her request to hear was received. When Olivia reaches out to this person, she does not hear it in the words like she once did here on this physical plane, but rather in energies and frequencies and feelings. It is developing a new relationship with this one. A new relationship where you get to hear in ways unknown to you before. You get to see with your eyes closed. You get to feel without them being present in the physical world. It is expansive. It is beautiful, and it is a whole new relationship you get to form. So while you are no longer having the relationship you did on this physical earth, you are still able to have a relationship with this loved one. A new relationship, a new start, a new beginning. Death on your planet provides so much for you as well, because death reminds you that you are so much more than your physical bodies. Death reminds you that you are so much more than the flesh, blood, and bones that you are now currently abiding in. Death reminds you that you are a soul. You are a spirit. Here on this earth to exist and have a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. Do you understand the difference? You are a spiritual being at your core, who you are, that came to this earth to have an earthly experience. So when you leave this earth, you do not just disappear, you become more of who you originally were. You transition back to your full self. You shake off your earth shackles and become your full self, re-emerged like a butterfly out of a chrysalis. A death of one has happened, but a birth of another has begun. It is beautiful. Death reminds you to tune into your higher source, the higher self that resides within you. Death reminds you to connect to the part of yourself that is non-physical. Because when one is gone, you still feel them. And it is a constant reminder that you are so much more than your physical body. We do not fear death because we do not believe that you are limited to the flesh and bones that you are. We do not fear death for you, for we know you are not limited and confined by the bones you live in, but that this is simply a vehicle that you are using to experience here. Death is not something to be feared, but rather something to experience, to process, and to grow through, and to allow yourself to grow through it, and understand and explore and be excited about the new relationship that is now becoming with you and that soul in a new, beautiful, uninhibited way, and with you with your soul in a new, beautiful, expansive way. They are never gone. Just because they are out of sight of what you once knew does not mean that they are not here present. They are not gone. She is not gone. For she is love. She is light. She is all present. She is here. Allow yourself to feel, to connect, to bond, to grow with this new way that she presents herself to you. We encourage you today to tune into the expansiveness that you are, to understand that you are much more than your physical body, that you, right now, at this time, on this earth, inside of this body is still, you are still more than this body. You are still that soul. You are still a beautiful, beautiful soul. And when this body serves you no longer, your soul remains to grow and expand, develop and explore, to love and to create. Lean into the beauty that is your soul, and embrace this experience of death, transition, and re-emergence as just that, an experience, an opportunity for growth, and a time to remember who you are and who you have always been. We appreciate this connection. We look forward to talking to you again soon. With all of our love, until next time.